Hello, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome, everybody.
There goes all the comments. I was like, there's only like 2 or 3, and then yeah, boom.
How are you guys today?
Not bad. How are you?
Good.
I am good now that I'm not stressing over internet issues.
Mhm.
The internet being down all weekend was just not right. No, it's just not right.
That's annoying. Is that like clicking, beeping on my end or someone else's end?
There. I closed Discord. Maybe that was it on my end. Sorry.
Oh, I feel like it's in here. And even though it's a beeping noise in my mind, it's a bug right now. So
Well, that's what it was like. Is it a cricket? I remember that one time when I had like the cricket in here. And everybody's like, "What's the grass?" Like, I can't do anything about it. I don't know
it's
where
like
the cricket's at.
it's a cricket.
Right?
I don't know what it is. I don't know. Anyway. So before we start getting into comments, what are you guys planning on reading tonight?
I'm going to finish Sorority Murders because I'm like 91% into it, so I'm listening to audiobook. I'm also in the process of like doing some editing, so I might do that. And then I think depending, I got The Harvest Man. I'm in the middle of like so many books, but I'm like 58% into this one, so I'd like to get this one finished this week. So try.
Okay.
I found an audiobook for it, which was like super cool. So
Ooh, awesome.
yay!
Nice.
I am reading The Highland Fling by Megan Quinn. I'm like 54% of the way through it. I enjoy it every time I pick it up. I just keep forgetting to pick it up. See, this is why I bought my laptop camera. I'm going to have to hunt it out during the first sprint. But yeah, it's just a contemporary romance. I've never read Megan Quinn before, and I thought I had, and I'm like, oh, she's a little more spicy than I thought.
Like,
you know, but I'm like, I'm here for it. It's fine. It's a Scottish guy, so I'm down.
There we go.
I just watched a video a little while ago, and it was like a combined culture wedding, and it was Scottish and Indian.
Ooh,
So it was like the bagpipes playing, and then like these Indian drums going, and it was just like the coolest beat. I was just like, oh, that'd be a fun wedding to go to.
Seriously,
That
that's
would be.
awesome.
Like just like total mix of cultures would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell he was the Indian guy, and he was dressed up in like the Scottish outfit. She was like the white girl dressed up in like the sari.
Oh, I love it.
Well, that was cool.
Yeah, like
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. And I'm reading a book called Miracle Creek by Angie Kim.
Mm-hmm.
This was about, or it is about people get locked in, I'm going to say bariatric chamber, but I know that's not what it is, but it's basically like an all oxygen tank chamber.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And it's supposed to like help you with all different things, and all the people that go in there for different things. And there's an explosion, and one of the people died. And now it's like it's set up that like it was a murder. So you have to kind of like figure out who it was.
Interesting.
Yeah, so far it's pretty good. I think the beeping is on my end, and it's now going to drive me crazy.
That's what she'll be doing during the first sprint.
Yeah, what is this? Let's get into some comments before quarter after. Nancy said, hello, everyone. Reading TCW.
The cat who.
The cat who knew Shakespeare. Thank
The cat
you.
who knew
I really
Shakespeare.
used accent wrong. Very nice. Jessica, hello, everyone. I'm a little over halfway through Boy's Life.
Nice.
Alicia says, hello. Reading The Dead Romantics by Ashley Poston. Contemporary romance. Overall, really enjoying. A couple of things I'm not a fan of in this book.
My friend like really liked that. She like probably like 4 or 5 stars. She wants me to read it, and I'm like, is it about a romance with a ghost? Because I'm like, I'm not into that.
I get that.
And she's like, well, there's a ghost, but she's like, it's a lot more and stuff. I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a try.
Give it a try. Cav said, hi, everyone. I'll be listening to Dead Silent by Susan Sleeman, romantic suspense, while I do housework during the first sprint. Very nice. Cajun said on the thumbnail for this is pretty. Thank you very much. Hi, everyone. Reading Murder and Misdirection, Florida Key Bed, and Breakfast Cozy Mystery number 6.
Awesome.
Thank you. I love making thumbnails, as I'm sure everyone knows by now. Book fan said hello. reading Death by Beach Read by Eva Gates. This brings me up to date with the Lighthouse series. Very nice.
Excellent.
Nadine said, I'll be reading Poppy Harmon and the Backstabbing Bachelor by Lee Hollis, number 4 in the Desert Flower Mystery Series, 17% so far. Finishing this book will catch me up on the series. I like this.
Oh, wow.
Put up on series tonight.
Awesome.
Lauren said, good evening and happy Monday. I hope you ladies had a wonderful day and looking forward to reading with everyone tonight. I'm reading Closely Harbored Secrets by Bree Baker. Very nice. Jessica said, hello, everyone. I'll be reading 6 Feet Deep Dish and listening more to my romance for Autumn Amore.
Ooh, which one are you reading, Jessica?
Anna said, hello. I'm reading Buried in a Good Book.
Nice.
And Megan said, hi, all. I'll be reading Dressed to Kill, Tourist Trap number 4 by Lynn Calhoun. Dream said, hi, everyone. Tonight I'll be finishing up Cheddar Off Dead by Karina Moss. That's on my TBR, too. Hey, Amy. She said, hello, everyone. I'm reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. She started reading yesterday, can't put it down. I also have to film super late wrap-up and edit some videos, but nothing will be done until I am done with A Good Girl's Guide to Murder.
I like the first 2 in that trilogy, but I wasn't a fan of the last one.
And the last one. I see people putting up their July wrap-up, so I think you're good.
Yeah. I've seen that, too.
Yeah. Jenny said, hi, everyone. Reading I'm Glad My Mom Died. How are you liking that? I'm curious. Everybody I've heard so far really enjoys it, so I'm curious. Mel said, hi, Lee. Hi, Storm. Hi, Sarah. Hi, everyone. I just finished Get Away with Murder by Diane Kelly, number 1 in the Mountain Lodge. I liked it, 3.5 stars.
Excellent.
And now I'm going to be starting 6 Feet Deep Dish by Mindy Quigley, number 1 in the Deep Dish series.
Awesome.
Germoni said, hi, everyone. What are you reading tonight? And Marie said, hello, everyone. I'm about halfway through The Thursday Murder Club by Richard.
Are you liking it? I like that series.
I really got to get to it.
Rosie said, hi. I just finished Pleading the Fish by Bree Baker, and now I'm going to start This Pen for Hire by Laura Levine. Karen, hi, Karen. She said, hi, everyone. I'm reading For Better or Worse by Jen McKinley. Cupcake Bakery, number 13. Very nice.
About to get caught up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anita said, hi, everyone. I'm trying to finish Dewey Decimated, Allison Brooke. Elizabeth's here. Hello. And on time.
Yay, Elizabeth.
What are you reading? And Kev said, Kitty Photobomb. Love it.
Yeah, he's biting me because he wants treats.
Elizabeth said, I'm cooking dinner at the moment, but I'll be reading more of Storm in the Village by Miss Reed.
Nice.
Thanks, that makes me feel better. Oh, yeah. And I just saw those over the weekend, people putting up their July wrap-up.
Nice.
Jessica said Autumn Amore book is Payback's a Witch, about 2 best friends that are witches taking revenge on a man that dated them both at the same time behind their back.
That's going on the list for next month.
I've heard of that one, yeah.
That's funny that you say that, because again, I was watching videos at work all day, and one of them was a guy had cheated with a girl and broke up with the girlfriend to be with the girl he cheated with. He then invited the ex-girlfriend to his wedding. She showed up with 2 dates. The girl he cheated with's ex and the boyfriend that she was currently cheating on her ex-boyfriend with.
Oh my God.
I'm like, wow, that could be a soap opera right there.
That's too much just to keep track of.
I was going to say, yeah, that's too much.
I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot. Jessica said by Lana Harper, only 2 chapters in so far. Okay. Elizabeth said, I'm going to be a guest on Kate House live on the 16th, so I'm rereading it.
Oh,
okay.
Great.
Oh,
That's awesome.
People saying hello to everybody. Danielle, hi, everyone. What are you reading, Danielle? Nicole, hi, everyone. What are you reading, Nicole?
Mm-hmm.
And Cajun said, one of my cats used to nip my elbow when he felt I was not paying enough attention to him.
No, unfortunately, this cat is like chomp. He's got a strong set of jaws.
You guys want to start the sprint early, and we'll start
Sure.
now?
Sure. Sounds good.
All right, cool. So we will come back at the top of the hour.
Awesome.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.
I'm not meaning to leave you by yourself, Storm. You know, I just want to finish eating my pizza. How'd you guys do?
Good. I finished the Sorority Murders by Allison Brennan, and then when I was looking it up on Goodreads, I found out that it's the first in a series. Here I thought I was reading a standalone. The next one comes out next year. So I was like, really? I still thought it was like standalone. But oh well, that's okay. I like Reagan, who is supposed to be like the character that's going to be in the next one too. She's like an ex-marshal. She like quits because her son was killed while she was being a marshal because of her being a marshal. And so I think maybe she's going to be like a private eye or do some kind of like private stuff. The first one was a podcast type, and I like podcast ones.
Nice.
Maybe
Awesome.
the next one will be too. I don't know. And then I worked on the Harvest Man. I'm like 61%, I think, into that. Somewhere around there.
Nice.
Just finishing I was like, don't say anything yet. Don't say anything yet. Okay. Because it was just over.
That's how mine. I actually had like 2 minutes left, and like they're at like a court trial, and I could tell like this witness is about to drop his bomb. So I was like, let me pause right here before we get to that point.
I got about 10% read. This is a longer book. Megan Quinn's books aren't like, I know it's 350 pages, but for a contemporary romance, that's long. Like, you know what I mean? In terms of page count. So it's kind of dragging a little bit, but we just had like the first sex scene. So I'm like, all right, I can continue reading this now.
For me, if 350 pages is long for about any romance, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel I'm like, I don't know if it needs to be that long. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm still working on my first Autumn Amour, the Duke for Diana, and I like it. I really like the banner between the two. It's really fun, but at the same time, I like look at the percentage and I'm like, really?
I know. I know.
Sometimes that's deterring. It's like
Because like the historical romances too are like 400 or 425.
They are.
And it's like,
those are long.
really?
Yeah.
Can we just condense this a little bit?
I know. The audiobook for this one, I downloaded it as well just in case I wanted to listen to it. And it's like 12 hours, I think. And I'm like, that does not need to be that long.
The only library Overdrive that had the audiobook, there was like an 8-week or no, it said several months. I think
Yeah.
it said wait.
Wow.
So I was like, well, we're just gonna continue on with the ebook.
Oh, that's disappointing. That's disappointing. But yeah, this one's a fun one. It's these two friends who they answer this ad online one night while they're drunk, and they end up going to run a coffee shop in Scotland for 6 months for this couple that's going on holiday, as they say. And of course, there's this Scottish guy who's the son of the couple, and you know, there's a romance. And the one friend is a lesbian, and there's a lesbian. It's really cute. And then there's a screaming goat, and it's a lot of fun. It's just too long.
Yeah.
You know, that's all. How'd you do?
I got 45% through. And like I said, I'm right at a mic drop. So this guy just got accused of like, basically like they turned everything around. Like, you'd be the killer, and all these points. And like his defense just like, no. And now it's sort of like he's about to drop the big secret. So I'm like, all right, let me pause now because
Yeah.
he'll drop the secret. It's called Miracle Creek by Angie Kim. So pretty good so far.
I've seen that one around quite a bit. My library always like has it like as a popular one that's being borrowed.
Yeah, see, I'd never even heard of it, so I'm enjoying it so far, though.
I've heard of it.
I was watching your video, Sarah, though, about the book that you're reading right now.
Oh yeah.
And about the Queen too. So
Yeah.
it's like, and that, you know, and it's funny because you were talking about like currency and this and that, and like everybody always laughs at me that I always have like 20 Canadian dollars on me. And they're like, you don't even have 20 US dollars on you. And I'm like, this way, if I always have the $20, that means I have to go back to Canada so I could spend it. But then I always wind up having $20 coming back. And now I'm like, oh, but this one has the Queen on it. So now I'm just
It's
I
like
guess
collectors.
Yeah.
I'm
Is
like,
it a polymer bill? Like, is it one of the new bills or is it one of the older bills? Do you know? Like
hold on.
the plastic bills?
And she's like, oh, I don't know.
Because it's the only bill that we have the Queen on now.
I would say it's the plasticky ones.
And I like, no offense, but our money is a different color. And I always like, we used to joke to my dad going, I'll take a pink one, which is a 50.
Right.
Or a brown one, which is a
So,
honey.
like that kind.
Yeah, that's the new one.
Yeah. So
That's
like,
the new
that's the one that I have.
And she's on all the coins, I think, except is she on the Toonie and Looney? I can't remember. I think so.
I don't know.
But it's gonna be weird having Prince Chuck or King Chuck on the.
I did not want him. I know I don't have any say over this, but I didn't want him to become king. I wanted her to outlive.
I know.
And then to go to like William.
William?
Yeah. So, not
But
that I
there's
have
a
any
thing-
say, and it doesn't matter what I think.
At her
And,
age, like
you know.
when she passed away, she looked so much like my grandmother at that point. Like as she started to get frail in the last year, she looked so much like my grandmother. And that's what really, and there was a video that was online from her Jubilee with Paddington. Do you guys know who Paddington Bear is?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's a video of her with Paddington Bear, and they're together talking about marmalade sandwiches, and it made me cry because I watched it after she died. I'm like, I've never met this woman. I have no idea who
Right.
she, you know what I mean? But she's
I
a
got
figure.
upset too, and I'm like, this has nothing to do with me here, like at all.
Right? Yeah. But
You know,
yeah.
when I hear people in like other countries talking American politics, I'm like, you don't live here, mind your own business, don't even worry
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
But now here, I'm like, oh, this, like whatever. And I mean, I kind of feel like, oh, America does have a connection because of Meghan Markle. Like, you invited us into your business now, so we can have a say.
Right.
You know, like,
No, that
not
was
that
all
I know,
Meghan.
not that I know Meghan Markle or anything, but whatever.
My aunt and I were talking about it on the weekend. She goes, "Oh, your father loved Meghan Markle." I said, "Dad loved Meghan Markle from Suits, like when she was in the TV
Mhm.
show and stripping out of everything all the time."
He liked her for a different reason.
Right? Yeah. It wasn't humanitarian. Let's put it that way.
I never watch Suits, but I always see like the Harvey quotes, and I'm like, I really should go watch the show.
If you ever do watch it, fun fact, it's filmed in Toronto, or it was filmed in Toronto, and the building that they use is the building that houses Harlequin Enterprises.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
that
is.
is
Yeah,
fun
it's the
fact.
same building. So
I've watched Suits. I don't think I ever watched all of it, but I have watched some of it. It wasn't too bad.
yeah.
Yeah, I've always said like I should go watch it. I just never did.
Mhm.
Maybe now I will.
There you go.
Amy said, wait, I want to see that video. If I can find it again, I will link it. I just was like scrolling Instagram and came across it.
Mhm.
Not having the internet for like 2 days, I should have been like editing this video that I'm like currently working on, but instead I'm like,
Yeah, you're just
Right?
like, I need to
I
catch
missed
up on
all this
nothing.
stuff.
Exactly. Jessica is also LGBTQ, so I don't know if it's for everyone.
Okay, that's fair.
That's good to know. Nicole, I'm reading The Wyoming Kid.
Right, that's Debbie May Comer.
Debbie Moko, yep. Danielle said I had to finish up some things around the house, but now I'm going to be reading The Summer Before by Anna Martin. That's the prequel to Babysitter's Club.
Never read the prequels.
Me either. Tiffany's here, said hello, really tired, but I want to pop in and say hi.
Hi, Tiffany.
I think she's already asleep.
She's probably already gone. Yeah, that's why.
Pumpkin's already gone to sleep.
She did. While she popped on there, I saw her, so I like messaged her and asked her if she was going to do live on Wednesday, and she said yes, she was going to do live on Wednesday. But I'm really tired, so I'm going to bed now. Bye. So that's why I was like, I think she might be already asleep.
She messaged me and she said, "Remind me, is it me or you?" And I said, "Well, Lee's doing tonight." I said, "So it's you because it's Storm and I are on the same week."
Yeah, get it together. Snazzy says, hi, just joining. I've been alternating books today. I'll be listening to either Helen Keller, The Story of My Life, or The Raven Boys.
It's a nice
Two very
mix.
different books.
Yep.
Buggy. Hannah said, just threw dinner in the microwave, made it to 22%. What did you put in the microwave?
Mm-hmm.
Nancy, I made it to 82%, but getting tired. Going to say goodnight. Happy reading, everyone. I'm sure she's gone, so I will say goodnight now. And we got 87% and 25 pages. It's a fast read.
Mm-hmm.
And goodnight to Nancy. Got to 19%.
Nice.
10 pages, 10-minute power nap, and put dinner away. Very productive.
There you go.
September 2022 Storm. I thought this was reading. Oh. Thought you were crossing something off, and now you've just added on.
Right?
Well, I know it's like because I read like all these like series. I'm like, oh, because my friend read that one, she liked it. I don't even think she knows that it's like going to be a series or whatever. But I was like,
That's hilarious.
it came up on my overdrive, so I was like, sure. boop, there it is. And then I'm like, oh, man.
That's funny. You don't have to read the next one if you don't want to, but
Well, I don't have to, but now that I'm invested now. So.
you're going to read.
There you go.
Lawrence and I was able to get 4 chapters read, and I'm so glad I'm back in the series again because we're headed to the OBX this weekend, and this is my favorite place to be, getting me in the mood. Very nice.
Fun.
29%. It happened to storm a few times this month. Cozy's here. Hello. I have to leave in an hour, but listening while I get ready.
Excellent.
Very nice. Jessica, I listened to 10% more of Payback's Witch and updated my reading journal. Very
Excellent.
nice. Productive.
Mm-hmm.
17%. I read 5 pages of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. Major bombshell revealed. Well, you have to keep reading now. 24 pages. Thursday Murder Cup. Very charming and quick read so far. 50 pages left for Amy. I didn't read. Really, Mel? You really didn't read? I had to figure out which players I want as my keepers in my fantasy hockey league and send them to the league's commissioner today. Our draft is next week. I've seen everybody doing like football draft stuff today.
God, hockey's coming back. It's only been gone for like a week and a half, and now it's back again.
I know, it's like, I swear it's not been that long since, Tiffany was talking about it now. It's all
And Garrett's like, we're going to a game in a month, and I'm like, yay. I'm like, I'll be like sitting in the arena going, that's great, dear. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah. He's like, did you see that? Did you see it? Sure.
Totally saw it.
Like,
I'm going to see it on TV. Like,
You're like, I don't care. Jessica said, I really love the English royalty, so I cried because I thought she would live forever. But what got me was like 80% of the English population has never known a royal other than the Queen. That is crazy. Yeah.
actually, I was watching Caitlin Doty, the one who does that Smoke Gets in Your Eyes, her YouTube channel. She did a thing when Prince Philip died about the royal funeral. And they said that insiders say that the Queen will die after a short illness. And she literally was fine the day before. Like, she was greeting the new prime minister, and then she's dead. And I'm like, how did they know that?
Right? Wow.
It's weird.
That's
it's
great.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is like Charles is what, 73?
74, something like that. Yeah, he's not a young
And
man.
so yeah, he's not young, so he ain't gonna be on there.
No, that's what I was
very
like. This
long.
might be I mean, I'm not wishing anybody death, but I'm like, this isn't going to be long for you, sir. You are not the Queen. Let's move on.
But clearly longevity runs in the family,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you know? So he could have 20 years before William even gets close.
Yeah.
We just wanted to bypass him and put William.
I really did.
Let's just bypass both of them and just go right to little King George. Little 10-year-old King George.
Trouble going on then.
Right?
'Cause
Oh,
he's-
forget him. Let's go to Charlotte.
Yeah.
Charlotte would be delightful.
There, well, because George looks like he's the troublemaker of the group.
Right?
You know,
Right?
like he would be causing trouble.
But yeah, I've never really kept up that much with the whole royal thing, so I just know who they are.
Yeah.
There you go.
All I know is, okay, here it goes again, because they're going to be royal until, the end of time now.
There you go.
Every time I turn the TV on, I'm like,
Well, maybe not
I know.
having the internet was a good thing for you for a few
no,
days.
I didn't have to mess with all that.
I was at the hospital today and they had the TVs up with the 24-hour news on, and it's like live coverage of like her. I'm like, no.
Yeah, I got up this morning and I could hear it while I was upstairs. Dad's watching the news downstairs, and I was like, "Oh, there it goes again." But that's the way it is with like any kind of celebrity death. I mean, it's like even if I like that celebrity, okay, by the third or fourth day, I'm done.
And she's not even due to be buried or put into the whatever until the 19th, like
Yeah,
next
that's all-
Monday. It's an event.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is like.
And I love people who are like, what's going to happen to the corgis? And I'm like, what do you mean what's going to happen to the corgis? They're going to kill them and just throw them in the casket. But like, come on, people.
Well, you never know. They might have done that back in the olden times,
Right?
Probably did that, buried it with them or whatever.
Like, we're not taking care of your dogs. They go with you.
Yeah.
Terrible. Dottie the psychic said, "Hi, how are you doing? I'm doing good. How are you? Are you reading? What are you reading tonight?" And Danielle says, "The Queen used to stay on a farm near my home whenever she visited Kentucky. She was beloved
That's
here
cool.
too."
That's
That's very cool. I didn't know that. Germany says, "Yes, it's been a strange week in Scotland, UK this past week." Oops, I meant oven. OMG. I'm making a keto taco pie.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Mm-hmm. Karen said OBX is my favorite place to be as well. I will be going at the end of September. OBX is Outer Banks, North Carolina. If somebody did not write, yes, they did write that already. Cav said, I'm halfway through my audiobook and loving it, but I'm switching to reading A Reason to Stay by Deb Kastner, a canine companion love inspired.
Nice.
Yeah, we went through
But
that.
my sweet, because I'm doing sweet for week 2 or whatever it is Her Darkest Place or something like that. But I
The
think
one
it's
by
a
Jessica
love.
Arpatch.
Yeah,
She's good. I've read her before. She's good.
this is my first one, so
You'll like it. It's really suspenseful, very creepy.
cool.
King Charles is the oldest royal to be coronated.
Really?
I
Interesting.
can see that.
Well, most of them back in the day didn't live that long, right?
It's like 35 and you lived a good long life.
Well, I mean,
you know?
what's her face? Elizabeth's dad didn't live that long. I mean, he was what, his 40s or 50s?
You know, and like a long time ago, it was probably like not really good to be royal because if somebody wants to take your spot.
With their head.
Right.
That's why they didn't live very long. Somebody wanted to be them.
There's always a war or something going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Jessica said, I don't know. There's a video of Charlotte sticking her tongue out at a fan.
When they were going, was it her younger brother's like baptism? And the press was there and she's walking by and she goes, "You're not invited." It was delightful.
You tell them, man. You tell them.
Right?
So cute. Mel said, anyone who's interested in the royal family, I highly recommend the documentary, The Windsors. I think it's 5 parts.
Interesting.
Hannah said, LOL, like the Egyptian pharaohs.
The buried with your pets.
Very the fits, yeah.
Princess Anne just looked heartbroken in the car when they were going to Edinburgh.
Yep.
All
I
right,
almost felt sorry for Andrew.
Almost.
Almost.
Running through this, it's a 12-day mourning period here for the Queen, as the funeral is the 19th, next Monday.
Wow. That's an event, man.
All right, I'm 2 minutes over, so you guys want to start now and we'll just go to the top of the hour?
Sounds good.
All right, cool.
Happy reading.
Happy reading. How did you guys do? Sorry, I got caught up in making the thumbnail.
I had to look. I already forgot where I was. I was 76% into the Harvest Moon.
Nice. That was good. You just did a lot right there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Sarah.
I read 10 more percent, and I'm about 75% of the way through the Highland Fling. So I'm actually really enjoying it now that I'm getting into it more.
Nice. I got to the end of the mic drop. It wasn't that big of a mic drop, so I decided to edit a video and make a thumbnail. So
There you go.
that's where I'm at. Let me go back in here. See if Jessica said yes, King George was 56 and Elizabeth was 25, I think, when she became queen. But George was really sick for like 10 years, so Elizabeth has been in the face ever since she was 15, I believe.
Yeah.
Sorry, I really love all the royal stuff. Give me a book with anything about royals, real or fake, and I'll read it. That's all good. Nicole said 117 pages into Wyoming Kid.
Nice.
Hello, Holly. What are you reading tonight? Sarah Beth said Storm once said her Kindle font size. Then she showed a page from her Kindle. I counted lines like she's using 8 large spacing margins. Well, I made a theme, her name on mine, so I can read like her. The Storm template.
That's adorable.
Because she's my favorite YouTuber for books.
That's sweet.
Yay.
Nice. Green Stick said made it to 35% in Too Deep by Tracy Alvarez. My week 2 Autumn Amour book.
I'm going to guess it's a sweet read. I don't know. The title, though, suggests spicy. I don't know.
I was just going to say, that title does not sound sweet to me.
I know.
So now maybe I went very spicy on the other side, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Anita said I finished Dewey Decimated by Alison Brooke. Excellent. Congratulations.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Book fan got 30% done. Jessica almost 25% into Payback's a Witch.
Nice.
Jessica answered 16 pages and got my goal amount read for the day.
Good for you.
Excellent. Danielle said made it to 32%. Amy, 5 pages left. I'm ignoring you. Please ignore me. Get your book done.
Yeah.
Get it done. Snotty said, I finished eating dinner and did a face mask, and now I only have 12 minutes left of Helen Keller, The Story of My Life.
Wow.
I'll finish that next sprint. Very nice. You do not be sorry. I'm not offended by stuff. There's 5 pages left. Go for it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's like me whenever it's time to come back and I'm like, no.
Yeah. I don't see the thing.
I'm gonna say, if I wasn't the host, I'd be like, sure, I'm just finishing up my thumbnail over here, you know.
Yeah.
Listen, when you get like motivated and the productivity's happening, you just got to go with it, you know. At least for me, because you know,
reading or whatever, you get into the book, and yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! So I have to share this. The romance I'm reading right now, the Harlequin romance. The female lead is 40, the male lead is 49, and he's a grandfather of 2. And it is the most amazing romance I have ever read. I swear to God, I love it so much.
Nice.
I was reading it at the hospital today, and the doctor comes in. He's like, so I'm like, no, I don't have time to see you right now.
That's when you have a book with you. Sometimes you don't mind waiting places because you're like, I'm in a whole nother world over here. It's fine.
And I just have to laugh because and I know people could be reading on their phones. I shouldn't judge. But everyone else in the waiting room is like on their phones. And I'm like, well, I mean, I was reading on a tablet, but I was reading my book, right?
But too, I feel like there's a difference. If you see somebody like doing this, like, you know, they're not reading. If every once in a while they do this, they could be reading, you know?
Exactly. True enough.
Well, unless you're one of my bosses who texts with his pointer fingers while holding the phone. I'm like, who does that? I can't even make my fingers do that.
That's weird.
Or they could be listening if they have a little thingy in there and scrolling at the same time.
Exactly.
It's like the other day, last week, Dad had a doctor's appointment or whatever. And it was the same day that I've seen that one of my favorite series had a new one come out. So I like automatically downloaded it, and I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing today while Dad's in the doctor.
Exactly.
That's it. Like everybody, so like my work bestie's going on vacation this week. Today was his last day, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, what are you gonna do for a week that he's gone?" I'm like, "Eat healthy and read a book at lunch." Like, I don't have his negative influence over me right now, so I can get it done. No.
I have to go into a different office on Thursday, and it's just going to be me and the trustee in this office. And but they just, because we've been working from home, they want us to go in to be seen by people. And I'm like, I'm not going to get any reading done.
It's like, and then that's all I want is I like set myself up in my corner of the lunchroom, and like I'm like unapproachable. Like, please don't come talk to me.
Yeah.
I'll put the earbuds in, even if I'm reading. It's just like, don't talk to me. I want to get this done.
I had a manager. She sat in front of me. So we sat in like a row, right? So it was like her, me, and then the guy behind me. And on her lunch break, she would put a sign up, a handwritten sign on her desk saying, "Do not disturb, I'm reading." Because people would come up to her desk because she was there. I'm like, good for you, you know? Like,
sometimes you don't want to leave your desk, but you want to be checked out doing
she
your
wanted
thing.
to eat her lunch quickly, read a couple pages before she had to get back to it. That's fair.
I love it.
Well, yeah, why take all the time to go out to your car and then back? You know, you could be
Or to
reading.
the lunchroom. I
Yeah.
always hate going to the lunchroom because there's always people in there and I don't want to talk to people. I talk to people all day.
When you go to the lunchroom, people expect you to talk to them. So.
Right?
Yeah,
No.
it's like, there's two people that I love to be in the lunchroom with. One is one of my other bosses, and one is this lady, Mary. Mary will ignore the shit out of you. She is on lunch, and I love. And then Avi just does his own thing, and I'm like, this is great. It's comfortable silence. Everybody's doing their own thing. No one's offended. No one's trying to make small talk. It's
Yep.
great.
Yep.
It's great.
Yep, exactly. Leave me alone.
Mm-hmm. Reed says it's spicy, and I think the title may be double entendre because it's about sea diving set in Stewart Island, New Zealand.
Ooh,
So there you go.
interesting.
Like that. Jessica said I have to admit the audiobook of Payback, so which is making me a little sleepy. LOL. I don't know if it's the narrator. I just need to switch up to a different book right now.
Maybe that's a good idea.
Jenny got into 9% in Glad My Mom Died. I got a bit sidetracked. It's still too early to tell if it's good or not. Okay. Hannah, I read 4% of Twilight, and now I'm eating dinner. It's yummy. I feel like you put that in you put it in the oven, not the microwave. Okay, that's right.
Oh, great.
It got cold already if it was in the microwave. We got Jessica, Twilight, Stephanie Meyer, Twilight. It sounded yummy, Hannah. She said, "LOL, yes, that one. It's so cringy." I think most of us have been there before.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. Jessica, I used to read at lunch break, but then I made a friend and I read when we have different lunch breaks.
That's fair.
That's only when Chris isn't there can I read on lunch. So,
Mm-hmm.
in truth, I probably couldn't. He's a gamer, so he'd probably bring his Switch and play that while I read. But
Exactly.
we always got like Cobra Kai was on this weekend, so we had stuff to talk about. So
I was like, well, there's some people you just want to talk to, and then there's
Right.
other people that you're like, can't I'm just read.
Yeah.
well, he always says, he's like, I like to come to work and complain about my life to you, and I'm like, I'm happy to hear it. You know, like I want to hear somebody else's like family drama. So that's
Right?
you know, like then it's fine. Hayden said I worked from home since 2009. I wouldn't know how to act in an office now.
Yep.
Wish I had that problem again. Hannah, it's a comfort read for me like Harry Potter. I just don't care about the cringe. I was scrolling Instagram today. Was today a day where at London train station they do the Hogwarts train is departing announcement?
I don't know.
I saw a video. I'm assuming it just happened recently, but yeah, like everybody was silent at London train station. Everybody was like had their phones out recording, and they were like, "Attention, Londoners," or whatever. The Hogwarts Express is now leaving from platform 9 3/4. So like I guess it's like a thing they do every year on a certain day at a certain time.
Must have been the day in the book, maybe.
Oh, that yeah, and I didn't.
I read the first one. I don't remember it.
I read them. I liked them. I'm not one of those that faithfully rereads them every year. I know a lot of people that do that. I do like the audio version because I like Jim Dale. He's like really awesome.
There you go. There you go. Mel said I can block out a lot while I'm reading, but if someone is directly interrupting me, no, just stop.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
My
happens.
dad gets mad because I'll I'll be reading and he's talking to me and I'm still reading and he's like, hello. Oh, what? You said something?
I'll be knitting, and for any fellow crafters, I'll be knitting and I'll be counting in my head because I'm counting. And Garrett will immediately never talks to me ever. 13 years of marriage, only talks to me when I'm counting.
Right?
And then I start counting out loud,
Yes.
louder.
You're like 8, 9, 10. It's like, please, you see what I'm doing right now. Yes.
Right?
Deanna said, I don't bother anyone on break, although there was a mouse in the break room on Saturday and I shrieked.
We had cockroaches in our old office.
No.
Oh.
No.
Mm-mm.
Elizabeth said, I haven't read during the sprints, but I've been watching Emily of New Moon for the More Montgomery challenge.
Oh, nice.
I got confused there with New Moon, thinking she was talking about her daughter and Twilight for a minute. I was like,
That's what I thought too for a second.
That's why I was like, wait, am I like reading this wrong?
Twilight was on the
A mouse. I would have stood on the table being freaked out. Yeah. That's 9/1. Okay, so the Harry Potter thing is on September 1st.
Okay.
Maybe they had it online and it was just in your feed now. I think my feed is behind because they were giving me breaking news on wrestling stuff. I'm like, that happened last week. There's not breaking news anymore. Sorry.
Refresh. You're behind.
Yeah, like, this is not breaking news today.
Garrett was laughing about this job he's doing now because he finishes at like 3:30. He's like, I have time to watch my stories when they're on, and he means wrestling.
A lot of drama going on lately.
Right?
Amy finished. This book was freaking amazing. Very good. Very good.
Congratulations. I need to finish a book.
Yeah, I do too, but it's not going to happen right now.
Yeah.
So do you guys want to do another one, shorten, or you want to wrap it up?
I'm going to head out for the night because I got to get up early in the morning.
Okay. Storm, what do you want to do?
I'm okay. We can do it like a short one if you want to do like a half an hour or something.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Then
All right,
that's-
Night,
So-
ladies.
You guys are on Tiffany's channel on Wednesday. 7
Yes.
p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
All right, so we'll see you then.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. All right, let's just do a few more comments here. Well, girls, I'm giving my book 4 stars. That's still a really good rating. His stories is wrestling. It is. It's the guy's soap opera. There's a lot of drama going on. Hannah, did you get sorted? What's your house if you have? I'm feeling slumpy, so I might try chapter tag to find my next read. I started a novella a few days ago. I'm still reading it plus another read, so yeah, I need to find something that will grip me. Hannah is Hufflepuff.
I sorted myself. I want to be in Slytherin.
I sorted myself, and I did this test at the thing, and I am in Slytherin, so which I suspected I would be anyway. So, and good night to Sarah. Good night to Sarah. Of course, I thought that.
Might have rooted for the other ones, but I personally would like to finish.
Yes, Ravenclaw. We have a lot of Ravenclaws in here right now.
Oh, yeah.
No, I knew I would be Slytherin. I would have been disappointed if I didn't get Slytherin. My great grandfather loved his wrestling. His chair would move across the room with him trying now. That was.
I loved my wrestling whenever I was a kid.
Yeah, of
I
course.
haven't watched it in like a really long time.
Yeah.
I see on Peacock they have like the older stuff on there
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So I'm like, oh, I know that person. I know that person. These are ones I know.
I think that they got rid of they had their own WWE had their own network, and I think that they switched everything over to Peacock. So
Peacock's been getting a lot of stuff. Like they had the first dibs on streaming the new Jurassic Park and
Oh.
all that kind of stuff. So if you have like premium Peacock, you can watch the new Jurassic Park, which I have, but I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched that one either. That Traxley, yeah.
And they're getting Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives is coming to Peacock. I'm like, really?
Is that still on or all those type of things?
I guess it is still on because it says watch new episodes on NBC first or something like that.
Oh, okay. To say goodnight to Anita. She's getting ready to go.
No.
I also see Jessica saying goodnight too. So I will say goodnight to you guys as well. And Jessica said, I'm artsy and a book nerd, so I figured I'd be Ravenclaw. And yes, Lee, I thought you'd be Slytherin. Thank you. I take pride in that. I would have been upset if I didn't become Slytherin.
Like,
All right, so you guys want to do like a half hour?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. I don't have a banner for a half hour, so I'll put it up now. Reading to 45. What do you think is going to be exclusively on Peacock?
I think she's talking about the Jurassic Park. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that'd be
They
cool.
get a lot of things. Like they had like the new Halloween was exclusive on Peacock. Things like that.
Take a look. All right, I will see you guys back at 1:45. Happy reading. That chapter literally ended right now. Perfect timing. How'd you do? Yep. Go ahead. I'm gonna lock Candace's. Days are
Wrong button. I was looking at something, and all of a sudden I was like, oh. But 85%. So I'm almost
Nice. I got to 49. Just about halfway there.
cool. So I guess he was talking about Days of Our Lives being exclusively over there, maybe. Or something.
Oh, okay. I wonder if my stepmother has that then, because she was obsessed. She used to record it every day and then watch it when she came home.
I used to watch it with my mom whenever I was younger, and we both were like, then Marlena got possessed or whatever it was, and then
I remember that.
We're out.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, it's too silly.
Oh yeah, that's with good old Stefano.
Yeah. And how many times he can come back to life.
Oh, come on. And he was already like an old man. It's like, come on. Like, these people could have easily killed you, but whatever. Well, I said at least somebody needs to be in Slytherin. I don't mind being in Slytherin. I've said I've always known in my heart that I'm a Hufflepuff. Just because, hey, the Sorting Hat does not take your opinion into it. Oh, it does take your opinion into it. Yeah, there you go. Holly said reading a non-cozy, The Brothers of Auschwitz.
Cool.
All right, so you're reading a deep book over there. Jessica didn't read. I was listening to K-pop. LOL, the audio is making me sleepy. Yeah, change it up. Do whatever works for you. Book fan, 36%. Snazzy, I finished my Helen Keller, and I did my Duolingo session. Now I will snack and play Animal Crossing. What language are you learning? I'm curious. Holly did 8% read. And Amy, I was filming my wrap-up during that sprint. It will take a while to edit this one down. I keep laughing at myself and blooping. Those are the best parts, though. I love when that's, like, added in.
I know. I'm like, I don't think my bloopers are quite as fun as, like, some other people's, because I'm like, so I just, like, knock them out of there. I'm like, nobody wants to look at that. A lot of times it's more like, really?
Mm-hmm.
Then here's my little, like, action take 2. I'm like, cut. Okay, going again.
That's me too. I'm like, no. I remember that I watched that with my mom too. The storyline gave me nightmares. Oh yeah, that was just. There was always something new.
Yeah.
Like how we talk about like murders in a cozy town. I mean, could there have been any more kidnappings happening in their town and like nobody questioned it at all? Oh, Sansy's learning Spanish. Very nice.
Cool.
Amy said my bloopers aren't as funny to others as they are to me. That's how I feel too. I'm just like, I'm laughing at myself about them. So
I like to watch like Lady
Jeans.
Hers is pretty funny.
I love hers. I was watching video messages from my kids and grandkids. Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Very nice. All right. Well, we're going to get ready to wrap up here. Storm, what do you have going on your channel?
As soon as I get it edited, I have my reading vlog for last week. I usually put it up on Sundays, but like I said, with the internet problems, I couldn't get it edited and uploaded, and so I've been working on it now. And
very nice. Tomorrow I have my September anticipated releases. Luckily, they all come out at the end of the month, so it wasn't like I was too late with it or anything. Jessica's going to be speaking Spanish in here.
Do you always just pick 3?
No, it just seems that just how it happens.
I was wondering because it's like she always has just 3. It's
no,
like, is there not more in September? You're like, what?
This one's 3 as well.
See, 3.
Well, I did have a bonus one, but that one came out in August, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. But no, I don't know why. They're always like that.
Are they all fillers?
What?
Are they all thrillers?
No, they're actually all cozies.
Oh, there you go. Different this time.
I know. That's usually they are thrillers, but I'm gonna have to try to mix it up.
I told my friend about that one, the Sorority Murders. I said, "Did you know that was a series?" And she goes, "No, I didn't." I was like, "You got me reading a series." And she's like, "But I like the first one well enough to read the next one." So
That's funny. I forgot you guys were there. That's happened before. The worst is when it's Tiffany because she comes back like loud and you're like,
yeah, I'm always like, "Hello, is everybody?"
Yeah, it's like, hi. Jessica said, "Oh, Storm, by the way, I got my books for Halloween.
Yay!
I think I have a few. I want to pick out a few more, though. You know, I'm definitely doing scratch.
I have like a whole bunch over here.
Like my pile.
Yeah, I'm like, well, and then there's like, I have some like e-arts that I could put in there. And then I've been scouring my local library, you know, like seeing what I could come up with on there and all kinds of stuff. Cause I'm like, I'll have way more than I can read. But,
right. You're like, here's
variety. At least I have, you know,
to choose from.
I have a lot of Goosebumps, but yeah. But I do have a pretty decent stack of my own that I've had forever. And that's like one of the things, like, I really need to read some of these. Because, you know, they've just been sitting there staring at me like, read me. Especially the Goosebumps.
There you go. Well, I was thinking for one of them, I would do Charlie Hernandez again.
Oh, yeah.
That has monsters in it. So, and I feel like a lot of the kids' books could go, or the middle grades could go for like the Scooby-Doo reference because there's always like a group.
Well, that's what I was like. I thought I was trying to make the prompts as easy as possible. Because I'm like, I don't really like prompts anyway, so I was trying to make them like super easy. And I'm like, most of them, like, there's always like friends group or something, or at least one or two friends.
Yeah, always. So I'm like, I know Charlie Hernandez will have monsters, but you know that's also a friend group too, so it'll work. All right. Anyway, let's wrap up for the night, and I'm sure you guys are going to be sprinting on Discord.
Probably, unless people are tired and they're going to sleep. I got to finish my book. I got to finish editing. That's what I'm going to be doing after this.
There you go. All right. Thank you so much, Storm, and everyone else. Have a good night, and I will see you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.